Hi, this is Pamela. I'm back to explain further what I was telling you in the first video about making your Christmas journal cover and your signatures. This is mostly for the ladies who have never made a journal before. I know there's a couple of you that this is going to be your first journal. So as I said in my previous video, I'm making a one signature. I'm doing that because of the ladies who are new to this. Obviously, if you want to make a bigger journal, a 2 signature, 3 signature, you go ahead. I did suggest a 1.5 inch spine, and my cover is just yeah, that's what it is. It's just a nice flexible spine, and that's how I'm going to keep it. But I wanted to show you a few things to get you going, because you're probably floundering about now. I mean, I would be. So what I'm going to do first, because I have pockets up here, okay? I told you that I was leaving that open. Now, you don't have to. You could just, just shut it closed, and that's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it with Christmas music. Not that anyone's going to know, because you shouldn't see any of it, but you will see the inside of this, which is not bad. I mean, it's just plain, you know. You'll see a little bit of it, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, at least this is my thoughts, I'm going to cover the inside with a little bit of this paper. And I'm just going to tear it, because it doesn't really matter. I just want a nice smooth edge, like so. Well, let me do it this way. Let's see. Yep. A nice smooth edge, and when you look at it from the inside, you will just see some music. It's not a big deal. That's my plan. Actually, I was going to do this on screen, but I'm not going to take the time up, because I'm very conscious of my my phone not cooperating and cutting off with long videos. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I haven't figured out what I'm doing on the inside, but what I'm going to do on this side, and oh yes, I reinforced my corners, okay? I used a paper tape, one of those medical paper tapes. Over here they call it micropore, which is the name of the medical paper tape that they use in the UK. Now, what I did, of course, is I just cut it off at the edge here. I didn't close that. All right, so now we have this supposedly. Well, we'll show it on the, yeah, okay, that worked fine, Pamela. All right, we'll pretend that it's like this. We're going to cover it up anyway. What I'm going to do, I'm sure this is what I'm going to do for my cover, is I'm going to cut my cover. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger. Well, this works even, this works even better. When I cut off my white strips, okay, on the sides and on the top and bottom, it will be a tiny bit smaller, okay, than my actual book, because I gave you the measurements. I think I gave you the measurements last time. If I didn't, please let me know. You could make yours any size you want, but I just thought that was I thought I gave you measurements. Anyway, so what I will do is I will cut this in half, okay, and I will get rid of the white, and I will just, glue this to the top, and I will glue this side to the back, okay. The middle, I'm leaving this because I'm going to do something a little different with it. I don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to add fabric and or lace, okay? But we could get to that at some other point. I don't have to do it today. But I did want to give you ladies a head start on your, in case you were just sitting there stuck as to what you're doing next. That's what you will be doing next, is covering your journal cover. On the inside, I was also going to put some, I'm not going to reinforce this. If you think that this is flimsy, go ahead and reinforce this. Just put another one. This is 1.5 inches, so maybe make out of another piece of cardboard, maybe from a cereal box. Put a piece, the length of this, which I don't even remember anymore, I know, and make it like 1.25 inches wide, so that it doesn't interfere with the folding, where your pages are. I like mine being, having this flexibility. That's the thing. I like that part. So I'm not going to do that. But if yours is too flimsy, then you go ahead and add that. I plan to put in, as I said, probably a bit of fabric, maybe some lace. I might even do fabric here. I haven't figured that one out yet, but I will keep you informed. Don't worry about that. And for the journal, I did want to give you some tips or ideas about your signature, rather. Okay, so this is my signature. I have about 15, 16 pages in here, which means each one has 2 sides to it. And, 4 sides. Each sheet has 4 sides when you fold it in half. So that's 15 times 4 pages that you're going to have. So that's a lot of pages, okay? So you can make it less if you want to put less in there. You can make it 10 pieces of paper like this, and that won't give you 40 pages, which is a lot as well. So maybe I have mine too stuffed, but I figured it's going to be kind of a gator mouth. And you know what? And I don't, well, sometimes I have that. Not usually. And the smaller journals I make, they are gator mouths. But this one, I'm kind of good with that because I think it's going to be exciting to have something a little different. So, so what I was going to give you was some ideas. Obviously, this is a digital, all right? This is just my tea-dyed paper, okay? I fold it in half. That's tea. I have to do something with this because I don't like the plain white. Sorry about that. The plain white. And I thought I had, I don't know, I thought I did something with that already, but we'll figure it out. You could also, actually, if you don't want to, I did stencil on some of them. If you don't want to stencil, you could actually glue another page. Oh, well, first of all, you could print on both sides, of course. Or you could just put another page, just glue it to the to this one, and then you'd have 2 decorated, front and back will be decorated already. But I plan to put in a lot of pockets and belly bands and all kinds of things, fun things. And so that's why I like to have a lot of pages, especially because I need a lot of journaling spots. And I love those. Anyway, so that's my tea-dyed paper. You could coffee-dyed paper as well. Another digital. Now this one was printed on the other side. So there you go. I've got that all set. Actually, I think what I was thinking of, no, I take that back because that wasn't going to make any sense. All right, so I have, okay, so this is stenciled. But there's other options too, and I wanted to give you other options. Not just digital paper. You could certainly use cardstock or whatever you have. But I happen to have, I'm very lucky because this is my whole stash of doilies. But these are my Christmas doilies. So, you see I have red ones and green and white. So what you can do, and what I'm sure I'm going to be doing, you just have to make sure that they're not, sometimes I fold them and then I find out that I have 2 there. Anyway, if you fold them in half, just to decorate your pages, you could just slip it in here into a signature, just like that. I mean, you could, if you wanted paste 2 together, that's fine, or you could do it this way if you choose. It all depends on what you want shown first. All right, you could do it this way, although that to me is the back, so I prefer to have it like this. But anyway, you could add doilies. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? And they do come in, oh, well, of course, now it's past Christmas, isn't it? So you could use plain white ones. You could use anything you want in terms of that kind of thing. And then I have, just to show you, oh, blue. I remember talking to you about that blue paper. And I think I am going to use it. Where did it go? Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I have a whole pad of it somewhere. Hold on 1 second. Just bear with me. Let's see if I could do this quickly. Probably not. Okay. That's not working for me. Oh, yes, it is. I have a whole blue pad. I have a whole pad of this. And what we can do, I mean, it's very long, of course. Normally, well, I wouldn't have done it, except I noticed the blue is the same shade. So, what the heck? I plan to have this this is going to be a fun journal. So, I can do it in half, or I could just make it a little bit like this. and I might, this is probably what I'm going to go with anyway, okay? So I'm going to put this in here, like so. You know, any kind of paper you have that's a different color, you could even dye it yourself if you know how to do that. All right, so now I have that blue. And on this side, it's too wide, so I'm going to have a pocket. Yep, love those pockets. And I'm okay with it being not the same size. I have plenty of journals that I've made that were all quite trim, same size pages and all that, but hey, I'm living on the edge now. What can I tell you? All right, so that's another idea. Now, what else do we have here? Well, I might have told you actually about the graph paper. Okay, graph paper. Now look at this. This is something fun. It's just a little Christmas word. Well, it's not that. It's not that little. It's a Christmas word search. So there's a game there. Oh, and this one's upside down, but it doesn't matter. It's the way I printed it. Okay, I got it off of the off the web somewhere. I have no idea where, but yeah, it's upside down. But here's a a maze, and I love things like this. I think they're just fun. So you know, again, if it works, let me see. Will it work? Because I wouldn't want to fold it up any more than twice. Once rather. Once is enough. That's the way I say. I'm doing this in a hurry. But so here we go. We have it in here. Yeah, it's a little bigger, but you know, you could trim it to the same size because the white is around it, or just leave it. I haven't figured that one out yet, and I'm not worried about it. So that's what I wanted to tell you, that there's a lot of things out there that you could add to your journal pages that are not just a digital kit. I mean, of course, you could use your scrapbooking paper. You could use whatever you have. But I'm using digitals. So I'm going from that direction. Now, if you have any questions, I encourage you to just contact me and ask, because I'm more than happy to help you along your journey. We're going to be doing this for 12 months, so I want you to be really, really happy about it. All right, so I think that's all I have for today, and I wish you well with your journey. See, mine will fit just like this, and you know, and I might even add more pages. Well, you know what? When you start putting in pockets and tucks and tags, it's gonna fill out. So that's why some people might only want to put. Well, they might want three signatures with 4 pages each, okay? 4 sheets of paper each, you know, because it's going to fill out. It's you know, there's no rules, all right? So you do what you like to do, but I'm just giving you guidelines. This is what I'm doing, and you can certainly follow along, and, you know, we'll have this journey together. So I hope you liked this video, and I will talk to you in a couple of weeks. Okay, bye.